Fame. It doesn't come easy. And when it does, will you be ready? We all want to be famous, but only a select few get a taste of it. Did you ever wonder what it takes to be a star? Well, get ready for an exclusive look into the lives of today's biggest celebrities on their journey to the top. Before the Fame.
Hi everybody, welcome to Before the Fame, and I'm your host, Mike Sherman. Several years ago, I had a local show right here out of Miami, Florida. There I was interviewing local acts like Pitbull, Flo Rida, Jason Derulo, all before they were really famous. So that got me thinking, why don't I produce a new show called Before the Fame? So over the next 30 minutes, you guys are gonna come on a journey with me to see if we can track down these celebrities we once knew so well and talk to the people that were part of their journey to the top. Which brings us to today's show's featured guest, actor and funny man, Lamorne Morris. However, most of you out there in TV land know him as Winston on the hit TV show on Fox, New Girl. But I've been fortunate enough to know Lamorne for over 12 years, way before the Fame. So now let's take a look at some old footage when me and Lamorne first met. I'll tell you something, this is one of the most underrated comics in all of comedy that's going to explode. And I know you a while now, and your talent is just ridiculous.
I appreciate that, man. You know, I've been knowing you. This dude recognized me out of a million people. Like, I don't know that dude. I don't know that dude. He's like, that's Lamorne. That's BET. That's a funny dude. And I appreciate that, man. You've been showing me love since the beginning, man. And I whatever you need.
Hey, it comes around full circle.
Even though you got more than I need, you got more than I need. You got more than I got, man. I'm trying to get what you got.
Wow, he still looks the same, and he can still make me laugh more than ever. Recently, I had a chance to fly to New York City and talk to one of Lamorne's really good friends, Curtis Shear, in the rain in the middle of Times Square about the early days of Lamorne Morris. Let's take a look. Today we're in New York City, in Times Square, and I'm with Curtis Shear, who goes really way back with Lamorne Morris before all the fame. Tell me a little bit about how did you and Lamorne first get to meet each other and where did it all begin?
It was a show that BET was taping called New Faces. In this business, it's all about personality. And his personality is very spontaneous. He says stuff off the cuff, and he's always been hilarious.
So what happened? Walk me through that whole...
He was just doing a bunch of different location stuff for BET, and then he called me and said, I'm in California. So I said, okay, cool. I knew that that's where he was gonna go, because he had already been shooting commercials while he was in Chicago. It was very profound to see someone that you came up with in the business becoming who you knew they were destined to become.
What's next for Lamorne Morris?
Production. I know he wants to get into production. I know he wants to start writing and producing more shows, things like that, things he can really put his stamp on. I know he wants to do a lot of things. He actually has a rap album.
I'm scared as hell. That's why I digress. They knocking, they knocking, they knocking, they knocking, they knocking, they knocking. I'm sleeping in the bed, so I'm worried they come for the sheets that I'm rocking. 1,000 thread cap. Bet that be a large amount. So soft.
So I know he's really into doing rap music.
Curtis, you're amazing, bro.
I try.
I want to thank you so much for coming here in this rain. This is Mike Sherman in New York City. We're taking a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to his buddy out in Los Angeles that knew him in college. We'll be right back. Is this Monty, Lamorne's friend from college?
Yeah, it is.
This is Mike Sherman. Listen, I'm in LA and I would love to talk to you about Lamorne before all this fame.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get together, man. How you liking the LA weather?
I love it out here. It's awesome. Are you at the W?
Yeah, I'm at the W.
Great. I'll see you soon. Now I'm here at the W Hotel in Hollywood, California with one of Lamorne's homies from college, his good buddy, Monty.
Yo, what's up, man?
Let's go back down memory lane now and talk about his life while he was in college.
Lamorne was always the funniest person in the room.
Did he say, Monty, I'm gonna go to LA and I'm gonna make it big? I mean, did he express some of those secrets? And
it was more so that he was the one person in our entire theater community that just never stopped.
What was his next step after graduation?
He went to Second City. He went to pursue comedy, do more improv, do more sketch and whatever, because he knew that was his strength.
To be with an SCTV actor is a huge accomplishment.
It's huge. And we would go to like see his shows when he was doing stuff at Second City. And then once he booked that BET thing, like everyone's like, wait a second. Like it's really happening.
Tell me something about Lamorne Morris that nobody knows.
Oh man. The thing about Lamorne is he is a very emotional guy, you know, and I think you need to be. You need to have access to your emotions to be an actor, or just to be a good human. You should understand your emotions and have like those feelings and let yourself feel them.
Monty, I want to thank you so much for coming on my show to talk about our featured artist, Lamorne Morris. Thank you so much, my brother.
My pleasure. Thank you, Mike, for having me.
Nothing better than college buddies getting the real scoop. Great stuff. And I know Lamorne can get pretty emotional. I guess that's why he gets all the ladies. And Lamorne is definitely a ladies' man. While I was in LA, I was also able to track down another one of Lamorne's friends from Chicago, where he grew up. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. Now I'm out in Hollywood, California, but right behind me is Fox Studios. Now that's where Lamorne Morris, AKA Winston from the hit TV show New Girl, got his big break. And I'm with one of his good friends, Derek Zonka. Where did you guys first meet?
So Lamorne and I met for first time in Algonquin, Illinois. We were doing a gig together and we just happened to hit it off, became friends, and a couple months later we decided, let's go for it and let's move to the city.
Now what is it like having a very good friend? You guys are living together, you guys are both doing acting gigs together, and then all of a sudden one of your good friends ends up going to California and he's starting to see some progress in their careers.
If my friend who grew up on South Side Chicago, in the suburbs of Chicago, and now he's this big star on a TV show, doing all these commercials, doing movies, you know, it makes me feel good that it's not this coveted little tiny thing that only 1-2 people in the world can get. Because if somebody that close to me can have success, then why can't I?
So down to earth and he's so real. Tell me a little bit about why do you think that he's got friends from all different genres, all different races, and why he doesn't discriminate against anyone or anything. Give me that reason.
I don't think I can really give you a reason as to why he's that way, but I think he's successful because he's that way.
Well, listen, Derek, thank you for coming on my show.
Thank you for having me, man.
I really appreciate it. This is Mike Sherman for Before the Fame. We're taking a quick commercial break, but we'll be right back.
Hello?
Patrick,
This is.
Mike Sherman, Miami, Florida. How you doing?
I'm great, man. How are you?
Great. Listen, I'm producing a new show called Before the Fame, and I heard you and Lamorne Morris were friends in high school. And I'd love to come out to LA to find out what he was really like.
Absolutely, man. Anything you need, come on out to Los Angeles, California. I'm in Granada Hills. I'd love to talk to you about it.
I'll be there. I'm hopping on a plane. Welcome back. You're watching Before the Fame, and I'm your host, Mike Sherman. We're down here in gorgeous Granada, California, and I'm sitting down with the high school buddy of one of the hottest actors right now in Hollywood, Lamorne Morris, his friend, Patrick Ryan. When did you know Lamorne had that it factor in Hollywood and that he was going to go really far in his career?
You know, I think it actually always started back in high school. Lamorne and I actually met when we were in high school at our lockers. We were a couple lockers away. We didn't know each other. I drove his brother home from high school one time, and that's how we actually met and became friends.
He came out to California with his bags. When he was calling you and saying, Pat, I'm out here, I'm struggling, I'm doing commercials, what kind of encouragement did you give him for a struggling actor as a friend?
Lamorne definitely fell on some hard times. It's not always what you see in reality with being famous. He definitely earned every single ounce of what he has today, from sleeping on couches to floors to not having money for food. It was incredibly difficult. But the only thing you can do as a best friend and somebody who's as close to you as a brother is to continue to give them words and believe in their talents. And the fact is he's always believed in his talent, and so have we, and look where he's at today.
Second City is legendary. They're like Saturday Night Live. I mean, John Candy and Bill Murray and some of the biggest comics in TV movies today came from SCTV. You and Lamorne had a chance to experience that, which is an amazing experience. What was that like?
Lamorne went to Second City a little bit before me, so it was actually great because he was actually able to give me some coaching as far as what to expect, what to do. But seeing him perform was really outstanding. And they actually asked him to be a full-time performer for them, which doesn't happen. So that should just be a credit to itself, the fact of how funny and talented Lamorne is. But on top of that, it's always about supporting other people, and that's what he did at Second City the entire time.
I want to thank you so much for coming on my show Before the Fame and kicking it with me to talk about actor Lamorne Morris.
So thank you so much, man.
Now we're coming back to Miami, Florida, where I'm sitting down with once video vixen and now part-time model Tammy Torres to talk about Lamorne's early days. I'm down here in Miami, Florida, with a beautiful young lady who happens to be a good friend of mine, the one and only Tammy Torres.
Yay! Hi, Mike.
I gave you a call and I said, you know, we're doing a little special on Lamorne Morris, who's a big actor, and he's been doing some fantastic things. However, you known Lamorne before all the fame. You say, you know what, this kid is going to succeed because he definitely works hard and he's talented.
Yeah, he's always had that about him. I mean, since BET. Like, if that, you know, from there, when he just left, you know, you just leave to LA sometimes, it's like, you don't know if you're gonna make it or not. So it's kind of like, he took that risk to get out there. It's perseverance, man. That's a really tough industry. And that, if you think you're not working hard, somebody out there is working just as hard as you, or probably harder. His work ethic is incredible. He's made a name already in Hollywood.
You know, this show is kind of unique in a way where we have our viewing audience send in video questions to ask about the guests that I have on the show. So we have a girl named Julia who is from Baltimore, Maryland, and she's got a question.
Hi, this is Julia from Baltimore. I have a question for Tammy Torres. Is Lamorne as funny in person as he is on TV? Thank you.
Yes, he is. He's the jokester of all jokesters. He always finds comedy one way or another everywhere he's at.
I want to thank you for coming down here and sitting with me to talk about Lamorne Morris. This is Mike Sherman. You're watching Before the Fame. We're taking a quick commercial break, but we'll be right back. Hi, everybody. You're watching Before the Fame, and I'm your host, Mike Sherman. I'm out here in gorgeous Los Angeles, California, sitting down with one of TV's biggest comics, Lamorne Morris.
What's up, dude?
When did you know that you wanted to be in show business and do stuff on television?
When I wasn't making the basketball team, like, I thought I had a jump shot, but my jump shot wasn't as pure as I thought. I would constantly get kicked out of class because I was always telling jokes. So then I would go to detention, and the same lady in detention would always see me in detention all the time. She's like, you ever thought about like going into comedy? And I didn't know what going into comedy was.
How old were you at that time?
The time I was like 16.
Chicago's a rough town.
I grew up on the south side of Chicago. Okay. So south side of Chicago is no joke.
So you had to pretty much make people laugh to kind of fit in a little bit, I would think.
If I try to fight back, I'm gonna get my ass beat. So tell somebody a joke, they might go.
So you had the bug at 16, now you're out of high school and you're going to college of DuPage.
College of DuPage, yeah.
Okay, and you were a theater major.
Theater major there, I won an acting scholarship there.
Wow.
I was doing theater there for a while, mainly drama.
Serious stuff.
Serious stuff.
BET comes calling. What was that like to work for a huge company, Viacom-owned company?
It was a huge accomplishment for me, my family, my friends. It was great. They're inviting me to come be on a television show.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, and then they're gonna pay me money. I was waiting tables at the time.
So you had a lot of fun at BET, you learned a lot, met a lot of people. Now it's time to go to the next level. Yeah. Hollywood, here I come.
Yeah.
But Hollywood's a tough place. What was your game plan?
I didn't have one, to be honest with you. I was 21, I think I was 21, 22 maybe. I didn't have it really planned out. I just knew that I didn't want to keep hosting the show.
You started hitting all these commercials like one after another, which is kind of rare. How did you accomplish that? And what made you so successful on the commercial scene at that time?
You know, what happened was I didn't have a car. So I would take the bus from North Hollywood to Santa Monica. I would have to go all the way to Santa Monica just to walk into a room, sign in, all the actors look like you. You walk in the room and you go, these Doritos taste great. Thank you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get back on this bus and take a 3-hour journey right back to North Hollywood. So that was happening on a regular basis and I got frustrated. They called me in for an audition for a Miller Lite commercial. I just wasn't in the mood. I was like, I'm late. and I'm running up there, I'm sweating, and the casting director comes out and she's like, "Are you ready?" And I said, yeah. So I just start improvising. So I start making stuff up. So much so that they start laughing at it, and then they booked me right there on the spot for it. Next day, they called me back for Twix. Booked me on the spot.
Wow.
They call me back State Farm, Vegas. So they're auditioning for New Girl. They don't find who they're looking for. The casting director, Seth Yankowitz, shout out to Seth Yankowitz, decides, oh, that guy from the Vegas commercial, oh, you haven't seen him yet. So I go in and I read. What happens is you go in and you sign a contract, so if they book you or not, you're already theirs. The contract was about 5 feet in front of me. My agent calls my phone and goes, don't sign the contract. CBS, they're paying you more money, and they're making you a direct offer. So I took the offer, left the audition, everybody was pissed at me from New Girl. They then hired Damon Wayans Jr. They hired Damon Wayans Jr. under the pretense that his show Happy Endings won't go another season, so they think he's available.
Right.
Problem is, his show
Was picked up.
was picked up for the season, so he was only able to do the pilot of New Girl. My show on CBS didn't get picked up past the pilot, so I'm a free agent now. So now New Girl wants me to come back in, and I'm thinking, oh, they'll bring me back in and make me this offer. No, they did not. They made me audition 15 times.
No way.
15 times.
So you got the New Girl now. What's it like now on a major show, Fox, prime time? What is it like when working for New Girl and working with these big, huge cast members?
Zoe Deschanel, Hannah Simone, Max Greenfield, Jake Johnson, Damon Wayans Jr. So I ended up still working with Damon Wayans Jr.
Right.
We both ended up on the show, which is great. And a bunch of cool guest stars, Justin Long, Megan Fox.
It's a phenomenal show.
Yeah.
It's a phenomenal show.
So when we have fun, man.
Congratulations for 7 years.
Thank you.
One of your biggest loves is music. And a lot of people don't know that. Okay, so, you know, you like to rap and you like to write music, funny stuff.
Yeah, it's all funny stuff.
They banging, they beating all over my cherry with dog. My cherry with dog. If I do let them in, I hope they don't scuff up my dolphin skin floor. They come for my Louis, they come for my Gucci, they come for my bro.
How did you get into all this music stuff?
Man, just goofing off, to be honest with you. I was listening to a lot of rappers, and when you listen to music sometimes and you go, what the hell am I listening to?
So in 5 years, do you see yourself directing? Do you see yourself doing big pictures?
Everything.
Everything.
5 years I want to be Adam Sandler.
And we're gonna wrap this up because you've been phenomenal. Has the fame changed you in any way, shape, or form?
Yes.
Elaborate, please.
Well, yeah, the fame element just made me more aware of who's closest and most important to me personally. You know what I mean? When you look around and everyone's saying, hey, what's up? It's not really fulfilling when you go home by yourself. You know what I mean? If you have like actual friends and family that are genuine and that want to see you succeed, and that even if you're not succeeding, that they're still the same people and they're still supporting you and they're still right there with you and you support each other, then you're great. You're good to go. And the fame just made me identify those people that I enjoy and that enjoy me. You know what I mean?
Lamorne, it's been such a pleasure to know you as a person and to watch you on television and to be right here right now, just kicking it one-on-one. Thank you again, my brother. Thank you, my friend. Congratulations on all your success and keep making us laugh, my brother. Great job. Now it's time for our Movie Money segment. That's where ordinary people get a chance to win cash from our street team by answering questions about our featured guest. So now let's send it out to my co-host, Brittany, who's in Fort Lauderdale with our very first contestant.
Thanks, Mike. I'm your host, Brittany Cascone from Movie Money, and I'm here with Raymond. I'm here with Freddie. We are here with Raheem. I am here with Malvin. And I'm here with the adorable Grace. Grace, did you pick that headband out all by yourself? Yes. I love it. So much style. So question number 1 is, what is the name of Lamorne's character on the show New Girl? Is it A, Leroy, B, Jackie, or C, Winston?
Winston.
Very good.
C.
Winston.
I think it's C, Winston.
It is. Congratulations. Okay, so you just won yourself $20. Do you want to keep the 20 or do you want to move on to question number 2?
Let's go for 2. 2 for 2, baby.
Okay, he's ready for it.
Keep the $20.
Congratulations, you just won $20.
Go on to question number 2.
Ooh, he's feeling daring today.
I'll keep the money.
So question number 2 is, what movie did Lamorne star in with Jason Bateman? Is it A, Game Night, B, Black Panther, or C, The Avengers?
A.
The Avengers.
Okay, so the final question is, who is he starring with in the up-and-coming movie Bloodshot? Is it A, Vin Diesel, B, The Rock, or C, Sylvester Stallone?
B.
The Rock.
Well, that wraps up our segment for Movie Money. I'm your host, Brittany Cascone. Back to you, Mike.
Thanks, Britt. As usual, great job. And those contestants know way more about movie trivia than I thought. Well, guys, that's our show for this week. I really hope you enjoyed it. And please go to our website and send us your video questions to www.beforethefame.tv and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm Mike Sherman. Thanks for watching. New movie with Vin Diesel. Get a chance to win cash from all the way back to high school. Patrick, what's your last name?